What's up, guys? This is Max Van Auken.
This is Dave.
We have the pleasure of having Shamara Woods, who's an undisputed champion. And she's getting locked in with us, talking about her fight, the boxing game in general. It's a terrific interview. Really hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, one of the best interviews we've ever had with her because we had her on a couple times ago. Guys, May 19th, Undisputed Fight Night Battle of the Champions at Gilt Nightclub in Orlando, Florida. So check out. This is Shamara Woods, staying locked in.
We have Shamara Woods joining us. You are the main event of the Undisputed event coming up May 19th. How are you feeling so far, and how's training camp going?
Training camp's going really good. I mean, I just fought an exhibition match, so right now we're just basically trying to fine-tune everything. I'm feeling strong. Diet's going great, so I'm just really excited to get back at Undisputed Fight Night and, fight for another title belt.
I know. We are so excited, too. When you were at Clash of the Titans, my fault, guys.
Yes.
You were awesome. I thought you guys were probably the fight of the night. You were unreal. Another victory for you. But you stay busy. We see you on Facebook. You fight every other week. Every 3 weeks you're fighting. So how has been like the last 4 or 5 months for you?
It's been really great. Basically, we're just trying to get as many fights in as we can. We're trying to get my name out there. We fight USA Boxing. So I just fought at Golden Gloves. That was a very big fight for me. And obviously, I couldn't do it without everybody that's been supporting me and my sponsors. Over the last 4 or 5 months, I've had a Better Way sponsoring me. I've had Mindful Math tutoring. So it's just been great, all the support I've received from everybody.
That's awesome. And like we can see you're a hard worker, and that's fantastic. Anybody with a work ethic like yours is going to have a bright future, and especially with the talent that you have. I'm a coach and a fighter as well. So what is the one thing that you cannot stand to do while you're training? What is that one thing when your coach says it, you look at him like, I don't like you right now. I really want to not like you. Because I've been on both ends of that. So I just wonder, what is it that you don't, the one training, exercise or whatever you have to do that you don't like?
Honestly, at this point of where I'm at, there's not really anything I don't like because everything my coach tells me to do is just making me a better fighter. So when he tells me, to go running, I know I'm going running for my cardio. When he tells me to strength train, I'm strength training because, I want to be the best. And, to be the best, you got to train, you got to do stuff you don't like. But at this point, there's nothing really I could say that I don't enjoy doing while I'm training.
That's awesome, and that's what's going to make you so good. That's a fantastic. I like to hear that.
That's scary, actually. If you enjoy the suicides, that's scary to me because I hate suicides. I hate the conditioning, so that's scary if you enjoy that. I do have a question for you, though. So to kind of touch on how much you've been fighting. Now, we've seen fighters benefit from that, but we've also seen fighters that hurts their game. So on your standpoint, has that really helped develop your game in a positive influence?
As much as I've been competing, it really has helped develop my game because it can, when you have a fighter that lapses in their fights, to me, it kind of sets you back a little bit because, if you win a fight and then you go 4 or 5 months without fighting, what are you really doing? I stay busy because it lets me know what I need to work on. If I'm, fighting every other week and I'm fighting every month, it lets me know, okay, this is where my weakness is and this is what I need to work this month. So for me, I'd never take a fight if I don't feel I'm 100% ready. So, I suggest it to all the fighters. You need to stay busy. You need to keep your body busy and just fine-tune everything. And that's what we do for every fight.
Wow, that's awesome. That's really cool. I know your boy just turned 2. There's 2 things I respect in the world more than anything are mothers and fighters. And you're both. Like, you check both boxes. How is it training with a 2-year-old now? And, how's everyday life to train as a great boxer as you are?
Training as a mother, can be hard. I couldn't do it without my husband. He watches them when he can. Training at the gym, it sometimes pushes me, but, it sometimes, hurts me. But, having my son, he pushes me so much. I know I want to have a bright future, so I know, I have a 2-year-old, so this isn't just a game for me. This isn't just a hobby. This is something I have to go full force in. And, if I don't make it, my son doesn't eat. So it's not a game for me. It's something I'm doing because I know I'm the best and I want to be the best. And, as a mother, I just want my son to, see that and see, even though I'm 21, I still did it. I still was able to do it with a 2-year-old son. So nothing's impossible if you really put your mind to it.
That's inspirational. Mm-hmm. You're the champion for Undisputed. You had a hell of a war last time. Is there more pressure getting that title, or would you say defending the title?
That is a tough question. I would have to say there's slightly more pressure defending the title because, I mean, everyone always expects you to come full force and do, defend it. I mean, I don't have any plans on giving up the title anytime soon, and I don't think there's anyone at this moment that can beat me for the title.
Certainly.
I always come to put on a show. I always come to put on a war. So I'm doing my thing,
And that's the mindset you have to have. That's fantastic especially for a champion like yourself right now. And that's exactly the mindset that you need. I'm a little curious about what got you into boxing? What got you into saying I like to get punched in the face and punch other people in the face, all the time and do it all the time? Because every time I get in the gym, I love it, and I know what got me into it. But at the same time, I think around at the end of it when I'm had a long day, like, wow, I volunteered to get punched in the face. This is fantastic. So what got you into it? And who was your inspiration to get into it, if there was one?
Well, my father was actually a boxer back in his days, so he inspired me a little bit when I found out that he boxed. I started boxing at 14 years old, and my stepdad watches UFC. He watches boxing, so that's really what kind of pushed me. I was like, wow, that's a career I want. I want to punch people in the face for a living. I mean, what's better than that, right?
Right. I like it.
So for anyone who hasn't seen you fight, what separates you from other fighters? And, of course, what's going down May 19th? Do you have you've done this before. You've been on Locked In. So do you have a specific prediction, a Locked In, for what goes down May 19th?
May 19th, you can always expect me to bring a show and to win. What stands out about me as a female boxer is I don't come to brawl. I don't come to get my face beat in. I don't come to, go home bloody. I come to box, and that's what I'm best at. I box, I get in, I get out, and I give the other person punishment without trying to take too much as I go home. So I feel like that really puts me aside from all the other female fighters. May 19th, it's going down as another win in my books.
Awesome. Undisputed Fight Night 4. I can't wait. We can't wait. We'll be there commentating. After, I got one little quick question, and then definitely plug all your sponsors, your social media. Definitely, the floor is yours. How was meeting Evander Holyfield?
I'm sorry, repeat that again?
How was meeting Evander Holyfield?
Oh, that was a great experience. I mean, Golden Gloves was a great experience. Meeting Evander Holyfield, really down to earth. It was great that he came out. He don't have to do that. He came out to see the Golden Gloves. He came out to see all the young kids, all of us fighting. So to have him at the fights and to have him tell me, great job fighting, that was great. It was undescribable.
Where can everyone find you? What's your social media? Shout out any sponsors you have. The floor is yours.
You can follow me on Instagram at pureperfection_SW. Follow my Facebook page, Pure Perfection. I just like to shout out Elite Boxing Fitness Center in Oviedo. That's the gym to go to. That my coach Dorian has improved my skills just beyond anything I've ever dealt with. My sponsors, of course, Mindful Mass Tutor and Title Boxing has sponsored me. They've sent me gear, so I couldn't do it without them as well. They supply my gloves. They supply some of my outfits. A Better Way, they supply, different things for me. Mindful Math Tutoring, that's going to be opening up in Winter Springs, and just everyone else that supported me. I have a GoFundMe page, so people have donated. They really believe in me. JKO, Clothing Apparel, they, help me out. So it's a combination of everybody just believing in me. So follow me on social media.
Awesome. Thank you so much for getting locked in. You're always welcome, and good luck May 19th.
Thank you, Locked In. Thank you for having me on the show. And, of course, I'll be locked in May 19th for another win.
I like it. Have a nice night.
Right,
Thank
have
you.
Have a good night. Talk to you soon.
Have a great night, guys.
Hope you guys enjoyed that interview with Shamara Woods. She'll be defending her title against who?
Jennifer Ramos.
Sean, the producer.
Loved it.
Wasn't even a soundboard.
That was awesome. That's
Sorry if I butchered that last name.
Hey, Sean, you just deserved a raise. You just got it.
There you go. But seriously, it's going to be an awesome fight, so make sure you guys check it out. When is Undisputed?
Guys, it's May 19th. Battle of the Champions. We got Valentine calling in right now, but before we talk to him, guys, get a t-shirt. shop.spreadshirt.com/locked-in with 2 N's. shop.spreadshirt.com/locked-in. Get yourself a tee, wear it May 19th. You know we'll be locked in.
Okay, Valentine's calling. We got to get to him.
Okay, let's roll.
Valentine Woodburn, thank you so much for joining us. We truly appreciate you giving us your time. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Just got out of training.
Okay, well then how's training going? You have a fight coming
Well,
May 19th, so how's that been?
Good so far. Just been working hard, trying to get this goal, Other than that, so trying to be successful, so you got to get up and, train hard every day, trying to reach your goals,
Every day you got to take that step forward, right? You know what I mean?
Every day, get better, 1% better every day.
That's right. John here. I'm a fighter and a coach as well, so I got a few questions along that line with you. If I understand right, you kickbox, you do MMA, and you box, correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm pretty sure I've seen you do all three now that I'm thinking about it. I've seen you box. I've seen you kickbox on one of the
He was
shows.
on Combat Night.
He was also, he kickboxed on
And undisputed. This man's an animal. I'm telling you.
That's why he's called the animal.
Yeah, I was.
That's why he's the
I
animal.
was on Undisputed in October. Well, technically, I wasn't. Was supposed to be on that card. Anthony hit up Coach and said, "Hey, you got any heavyweights over there who wants to fight?" Coach hit me up. I said, well, "Give me a date and time," and I was there. Didn't care about my opponent. I was just going in there to do what I trained to do.
Exactly. And then
So-
you fought on the Siam fights too, as well as kickboxing one time, right?
Yeah, Battle of Sion. Yeah, I actually took that fight on a 2 days notice. Well, 3 days notice. I had to cut down to 200 pounds, so I had to cut 15 pounds within 3 days. Wow. And I still went out there and got the W. So it's a mind thing, man. It's a mind thing. So yeah, everybody wants to be a fighter, but they ain't got the mental toughness for it. You know what I mean?
That's a true statement. You taking fights on 3 day notices. That's a heck of a feat. And you're fighting 3 different sports, man. So that's awesome. And we got you on Undisputed on May 19th and
Battle of the Champions.
Battle of the Champions. What do you do? Here's a question I ask. We've asked a couple different MMA guys who go back and forth from boxing. What is the biggest thing that you do when you're going from one to the other that you concentrate on, or is training kind of, it's not that big of a deal? You know what you're doing, in one set of rules to the other, or do you have to change things in training just a little bit?
Oh, well, yeah, I have to change the way I train. So now I got a boxing fight coming up, so I only box in the cardio, head movement, and all that stuff. But I only focused on boxing because in the first Battle of Sion, actually, I went in there and the guy fell, and instantly I went to ground and pound for a minute. So I checked myself for a minute. I'm like, it's not MMA, you know what I mean? So sometimes you get confused, you know what I'm saying? You in between different worlds, you know what I'm saying, different styles. And sometimes you just gotta remind yourself where you at. And sometimes you do get confused, But other than that, it's boxing is just it's the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Because it's MMA and boxing the same thing, but I could use my feet in MMA versus boxing just all hands, It's all at martial arts, man. It's different forms.
Absolutely, my man. All right, I got a 2-part question for you. One, kind of like what we were just at. What is harder for you, a boxing match or an MMA fight? And second, one thing I've always seen on your social media platforms, you throw out Breaking Point Martial Arts. We love the loyalty. We know that's an awesome, badass gym. So definitely throw out your gym, talk about it, praise them up.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was, tie Breaking Point and everything because, my coach, he taught me everything I know, coming from a guy who only knows, football, because I never do wrestling, boxing, none of that stuff. I was always from football in high school to baseball, and it's a big transition, you know what I'm saying? They everything that I know, you see me do, you know what I'm saying? It's, from Coach Charlie and the whole coaching staff, you know what I'm saying? They built me as a fighter, so they're going to be my beginning, they're going to be my end, so, we have a strong relationship and a strong bond. So what was the other part of the question
That's awesome.
again?
Oh no, just what's harder to you on a Saturday night? Is it harder to be in a boxing match or an MMA fight?
Well, I get nervous in both fights.
For sure.
Especially when I'm back there and getting my hand wrap and I hear like a big slam and like the crowd go crazy, that actually gets to me, and I come back. I gotta come back, he got like a big old gash over his eye, that gets me nervous. So once I get there, I get the first round out, I'm just living in the moment. But, I wouldn't say it's all nerve-wracking, man. I'm going to the ring to fight somebody who I have no personal problems with, you know what I mean? So you get nerve-wracking sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It's all nerves, man. MMA, boxing, I get nervous. But, so it's nervous, man.
I completely understand that. You're going in there voluntarily with another human being who's trained that wants to punch you in the face, whether you like him or don't like him. It's a job they're gonna do. You know what I mean? So I understand that.
And sometimes it's personal too. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's personal. You know what I'm saying?
We're always talking about paths and like where can you succeed, whether it's jobs, relationships, careers. So we've been talking about boxing and MMA this for a good portion of this. Now, they're always compared. Is there a specific path in which you think you could succeed or go the furthest in, whether that's MMA or boxing?
Well, I just talked to my coach today, and coach said, you know what I'm saying, I got the skills, so I can go do pro boxing and do pro MMA, so I can still do what I'm doing, as long as, I stay healthy and, stay on the right diet, you know what I'm saying?
That's a goal of yours, to do both? To
do both, yes. I want to be pro boxer and pro MMA fighter. Why not? They only live once. You know what I'm saying? I did it. You know what I mean?
I respect it. Lastly, I do have to apologize for this because I have a tendency of doing this. When I don't, everyone says, yay, I didn't do it. Locked In is what's the name of the show, obviously, and it's a bold prediction. It's Cavs are going to win the championship. LeBron James, the greatest player of all time. Lock that in. My boy John doesn't like LeBron over here, so I had to get that quick dig in. But do you have a locked in as far as what comes down May 19th or any locked in general?
Like victory-wise, or?
It could be victory. It could be anything you want, something that we could bet money on.
Oh, okay. It was what when it comes on to May 9th?
Yeah, May 19th, you could say, because Valentine Woodburn is fighting, you could say my locked in. I'm not going to fill in the blanks for you, but it could be anything about you, anybody.
Oh, okay. So basically, I don't know who I'm fighting. I don't care, but you know what I'm saying? If I don't knock this guy out, it's going to be a unanimous decision, and that's locked in.
I like it. You did good. You passed.
Awesome, buddy. Yeah. Throw at all your social media platforms, all your sponsors, whoever, you want to push. The platform is yours, my man.
Well, right now I don't really. I only have one sponsor right now. Is my coach. We're starting to start like a new clothing line. It's called Engage Fight Gears. We're trying to get that off the ground. So he sponsored me, but I reach out to plenty of like mechanic shops and plenty of places, but they don't want to sponsor me. I guess they don't believe in me or something. But
wow.
I just gotta prove. I just gotta prove people. Keep working hard. You know what I'm saying? When the right time will come. But I reach out to plenty of people. They like the videos. They say this and say that, but they're not willing to invest in me. You know what I'm saying? So I just got to keep grinding.
We feel you. Hey, man, you throw a T-shirt this way. We got Max and Dave. We'll be wearing it on Facebook Live. We'll support you guys for sure.
Hell yeah, man. No problems, man. I'm always on social media, man. I'm always there trying to promote myself. I've been following you guys, because last time I saw you guys, I think you guys, I think it was Pete White and Taylor White.
Yes.
Mike Davis was on the show.
Yeah.
So I followed you guys. I watched the videos and stuff. It was an honor, man, to have you guys reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? That really means a lot to me.
Awesome.
That's an honor right there.
For sure, man. Man, we appreciate you. What size shirt you wear? Maybe we have to get you a locked-in tee.
Hell yeah, man. Shit, I rock that motherfucker. They give me an extra large.
Extra large, my man. We got you on that.
Thank you so much for giving us your time. We know you're busy. We truly appreciate it. And you're always welcome anytime. Good luck comes for May 19th.
Battle of the Champions, UndisputedFightNights.com. Buy your tickets.
Yeah, I'll see you guys there. So I'm looking for that T-shirt.
All right, we got you, my man.
All right,
Have
brother.
a good night,
locked in.
sir.
Man, I appreciate you guys.
Have a good one, boss.
Bye. Valentine Woodburn. Everybody, just please show him some love and support. What an awesome guy. Extremely thankful to have him getting locked in with us.
I know. I can't. He got me hyped for his fight. Like, I cannot wait, guys. We're a week out. We cannot wait. This Saturday, May 19th, Battle of the Champions.
So what's next, Dave?
We got our man, Troy Worthen, fighting out of Orlando, combat night fighter, MMA, Octagon master. He's on the rise, 3-0 professional. I'm telling you, Max, I have a gut feeling he's one of the next big stars out of Central Florida.
Dave, we may disagree about the Avengers, but what we don't disagree with is we have a great life. And interviewing these awesome people, we have Troy, we have Valentine, we have Shamara. It's awesome. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Please show them love and support. And here we go.
All right.
Troy Worthen joining us. How you doing tonight, sir? Welcome to the Locked In Sports Podcast with Max and Dave.
What's up, guys? Pleasure to be here.
First of all, before we get started, so we have something we called Locked In. It is obviously the name of our show, but what it is at the end of the interview, we're going to ask for your Locked In. It could be anything that someone could bet their money on. It could be the Cavs win the championship. Conor McGregor will come back and win the lightweight championship. Troy will be a future UFC champion. We were gonna
I got like Troy beating Tony Ferguson's ass like in 3.5 years.
See? Anything. So just kind of give you that little reminder as the show goes on, but just something to definitely think about.
For sure. All right, guys.
All right, cool. So, Dave, you want to start off?
Yeah, absolutely, man. First and foremost, I've been seeing pictures of you fighting and looking in so many different camps. What camp are you fighting out of? What gym are you fighting out of? Tell us like your daily routine, your weekly routine. What you got going on.
Honestly, man, I'm like the MMA nomad of Orlando. It seems like I train everywhere, man.
That's what we
I
see.
do a lot of wrestling and jiu-jitsu over at Tough as Nails MMA in Oviedo. I work with the striking coach and some little bit of jits over at American Combat Club. My striking coach, Mike Segroy, I work out of his garage sometimes. The guy I live with is also the promoter of Combat Night, Mitchell Chamali. He works with my striking, grappling. So I'm pretty much all over the place. I go to ATT Orlando for pro sparring on Mondays, Sometimes I go see Jason Patino and get some no-gi sessions over there. So, I'm all over Orlando, man. I also train with the Jets Training Center for the Southeast Regional Wrestling Training Center. So I'm all over Orlando, man.
Troy, so based off what you just said, that's obviously an advantage, right? To go to all these different training camps and pick the minds of experts in their field, whether it's jiu-jitsu or striking. Do you definitely benefit from that, and do you see those results in the octagon?
It has its advantages and disadvantages, man. Like you said, I get to get a bunch of different looks, a bunch of different techniques and stuff, meet a bunch of guys. But it sucks because, there's never a set schedule. I have to kind of pick and choose which gym I go to on which day. I'm working with different coaches, so they don't really know the progression I'm on or what I should be working on each week. I kind of have to figure that out on my own. Aside from Mike Segroy, who's my striking coach, I'm not consistently anywhere, so that has its disadvantages. And also I have the problem where I train with most of the pro 135ers in Central Florida, so it's hard to find a fight.
Yeah, certainly, especially when they see you in the gym if you're dominating and doing good. Is there anything that you may change going forward as you progress in your MMA career?
Yeah, man. I just actually quit my job so I could train full time and really focus
That's
on
awesome.
MMA.
All in.
I'm kind of looking at relocating, maybe. I'm gonna go train in Colorado for a little bit, see if Team Elevation has anything to offer for me. Maybe go check out Team Alpha Male in California. Spend a couple weeks over there and kind of pick and choose, see if something else better fits me, if I want to try and kind of build this camp in Orlando and make it happen. Something definitely needs to change, though. I need a little more consistency.
Awesome, man. Awesome. I wish nothing but the good luck with you traveling out west. You're 3-0 professional. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I don't know if you can say so much. Do we have a fight coming on July 7th? Is that a done deal?
July 14th in Tallahassee for Combat Night.
Okay, July 14th.
No opponent yet,
Okay.
but I've been told I will be on the card, and Mitchell's my roommate, so I trust him on that one.
Yeah, it's like if he doesn't get you that fight, you just don't do his laundry for the day, or give him bad stuff.
I don't do his laundry, the guys. Don't get it twisted, but there'll definitely be some gym wars had if I don't get a fight on that one.
Awesome, brother.
Now, Troy, you're joining us. If someone never saw you fight before, how would you explain your style? Like when you talk about Khabib, you always talk about his aggression, his ability to control his opponents. You'd say Conor, his movement and his precision. John Jones, the ability to adapt. How would you describe Troy?
Pressure, man. Pressure and violence. I started off early in my career as an amateur. I was like a pure wrestler. I mean, I took my first fight on like 1 month's notice, so I didn't really know much other than wrestling. My jiu-jitsu coach, Rafa Santos, out of Carlson Gracie Lakeland, did a great job with like taking my jiu-jitsu game to another level. So I became a grappler for sure. Then as I moved out here, I really started focusing on striking. But I mean, honestly, earlier in my career, I was thinking of his fighting as just like a competition. I was just trying to win. So I fought differently. Now I like really enjoy my time in the cage. I'm like a true fighter now. So now I kind of like take my time. I'm not just trying to like rush into good positions and finish fights super quickly so I can get out of there. It's not just like for the win. I try and take my time, really use the skills that I've picked up over a training camp and become a true martial artist. So I think now it's just pressure, aggression, and I have fun in there. So a lot of violence happens.
Awesome, man. That's so cool. Combat night. We have island fights in Pensacola. Michael Davis looks like he's going to the UFC any day now. We got Julian Williams on the rise. You think, are you next? I think you're, to me, one of the best prospects out of the Central Florida area.
Yeah, man, I would love to be. I would love to be next. I train with Mike Davis when he comes down to Pro Sparring on Mondays.
Nice.
I see Julian in the gym very often, so those guys I train with quite a bit. Yeah, man, Mike Davis is a savage, and I feel like I could be right there behind him, being the next guy up. I just need a little more consistency in getting fights scheduled, and it's a little more experience to really make some waves and start calling out the UFC bosses to give me a contract. But it's not been easy, man. Between events pulling out, I had in like summer of 2015, I had 15 different fights fall through, so that was pretty frustrating. And then after that, I went through a string of injuries. So I'm healthy right now, and I just gotta fight as much as possible.
Well, Troy will definitely help you as much as we can. You're always welcome in the Locked In studio. But I will say this, as you progress and you improve, the pressure will build. So typically you have to have a great reason for fighting, just like how you do anything, job, school. You have to have a great purpose. What would you say your purpose for fighting is? Is it you enjoy it? Is it something you're great at? Because it seems like you have a passion for it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'll be honest. Like at first, it was just I have a passion to compete. Like I want to win in everything. I'm super competitive. So it was just I was a wrestler, and I didn't want to go back in competition. I think the only step up you can have from wrestling is throwing punches in the mix. So I moved naturally to MMA. But yeah, I love to compete. I want to win in everything. So that was the natural progression. And then I kind of fell in love with martial arts when I started doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And now I just like really want to become a great martial artist, and that's where I prove and test myself. So I think the only real way to become a better person is to overcome adversity and things. And there's no like sport or any other action in the world that provides more adversity than mixed martial arts. So I just feel like that's the best way to test myself and become a better person.
Completely agree. That's terrific. Now, following up on that, naturally, I have to ask, what is your end goal?
I mean, everybody's end goal is to be in the UFC, capture a world title. But I'm a little more realistic than most. I have no crazy fantasies. Like I'm not tricked into believing I'm the best person in the world right now, or that I'll ever be. I would love to be, and I'm working to get there. But it takes a little bit of luck and some other things to get to that point. I'm trying to be the best version of myself. Really, I'm just trying to get as good as I can be, and if that's a world champion, that's awesome. If it's not, I would love to open a gym and coach and take kids to the next level.
Oh, that's so cool. Troy, plug away, my man. All your social media platforms, any sponsors, anything you want to talk about, the floor is yours, and we'll shout out the word for you.
I mean, shout out to you guys for having me on, number one. Troy Worthen on Facebook, Troy the Fighter Guy on Instagram. If you want to hit me up on Snapchat, it's Troy Fighter Guy with no the. That's pretty much it for my social media. I'm honestly not active enough. I need to get more on that. I'm just not a very social person, I guess.
To each his own. There's no specific way of doing things, but don't forget you have to get locked in. Don't forget I was going to ask you that. So, what is your locked in for today's interview?
Locked in for today's interview. Well, I just seen that Chad Mendes just got cleared to get another fight. My boy's been out for 2 years. That's one of my favorite fighters, and I'm glad to see him back. So my locked in is Chad Mendes winning very convincingly in his UFC return.
Nice. I could definitely see that happening, too. That's a good locked in.
That's a good one, man. I can see you definitely Team Alpha. I see you out there in the West Coast maybe in the near
Yeah,
future,
man, those wrestlers, I love them.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Awesome. Troy, thank you so much for coming on. We'll definitely have you again, and nothing but great luck for you and good success in the future.
Yes, sir. Stay
Yeah, man,
locked
let me
in.
get some sponsor shout-outs real quick before
Yeah.
you guys go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, I got to take care of those who take care of me. So real quick, Lance Maxwell Plumbing. Lance Maxwell's the man. He takes care of a lot of us regional fighters, man. He's the go-to. So if you need any plumbing done, hit him up. Advanticare. Advanticare always takes care of me. Make sure I'm getting my MRIs and stuff. I'm always healthy. Summit Chiropractic, making sure my neck's straight so I can get in the cage. MVP Paving. Big shout out to my team, Tough as Nails MMA, American Combat Club for always having me in. Mitchell Chamali, he's my manager, my coach, my best friend. He holds me down. And if any other sponsors want to hit me up, feel free. I know you guys work with P. White and those guys often. I see they have Team Fake Gear.
Yes, sir.
I would love to get in contact with that guy. I like the team he's building. I like all the guys he's sponsored so far. And I kind of like the movement he's got going on. So
Absolutely.
maybe I need to knock out a few more people and hit that guy up.
They're great. They are unbelievable people. What you see on social media platforms, they're even 10 times better people, nicer when you meet them in person. They're
Certainly.
awesome. We'll definitely, maybe we'll try to make that connection for you for sure.
For sure, man. Hit that guy up. Let him know I'll knock out whoever he wants. Need some kind of proof that I deserve to be sponsored.
Awesome, man.
Thank you so much, Troy. You're always welcome to get locked in, and hope you have a great night.
For sure. You guys have a good one, too. Thank you.
Thank you, Troy Worthen. It was a terrific interview. Can't wait to see him fight.
What
And
a
Dave,
stud.
you hit it. I really think he has a bright future in the MMA game.
Absolutely, guys. It looks like his next fight is July 14th, Tallahassee Combat Night. We won't miss it. Man, God, we're pumped. But Sean, producer, I got a couple questions for you. I saw you on the Swervy Jones show.
Yes, sir.
That's for one. That was awesome.
They're great guys.
I did laugh like 3 to 4 times.
I was really impressed. I don't know if the Twitch mics were still on, but I was like, I'm really impressed that Dave signed up for Twitch.
Thank you.
Logged in
Thank
and
you.
watched us live.
Thank you.
All on his own.
Thank you.
Wow.
It was late at night. Both
Yeah.
kids were sleeping. I was watching late night Cinemax I was watching the news.
So you're used to watching some streaming cams late at night? Is that what you're trying to say?
Okay, so all right. Off to the
Swervy
next one.
followed me, too.
Swervy
Yeah.
Jones.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Awesome. It was just so funny. I laughed the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
The movie theaters don't know what they're doing. I love it. It was so good.
And I
Okay.
think I was going to say you almost were going to go to that movie.
I know, but we got something going on. Disney World.
Yeah.
What's better than Disney World?
Not much.
I know. All right, Sean, I got a question for you.
All right.
You ready?
I'm all ears.
I'm watching Fox Sports 1, watching Colin Cowherd's show, Speak for Yourself. It's what
Like
I
you
do.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a upcoming game. It goes MLS. They go, it's the Toronto FC versus the Seattle FC. And I think I know more about sports than anyone in the world. I know the backup point guard for any team. I know the rookie quarterbacks in every position. What does
Football club.
FC mean in soccer?
Football club.
Okay, so is it?
Wow.
Because it's
Sean
like the
does that
Seattle
usually.
Bombers, Seattle Sounders Football Club.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Good night.
So Orlando City.
Yeah.
It's Orlando City Soccer Club.
Soccer club.
Mm-hmm.
But why is it SC instead of FC?
That's a debate. I used to listen to. There was a podcast, the Orlando. It was Soccercast, and they talked about Orlando City.
Okay.
I was actually at the game this past weekend.
I saw it. It looked awesome.
I was in behind the goal when they scored 3 goals. It was effing amazing. It was pumped up. I did a live video on our
The
Facebook
Locked In
page,
community.
on the community page.
What would we do without you?
I don't know.
It's like not only do you produce the episodes, you know soccer and NASCAR.
I do. Nobody ever talks
That's like
to me about it, but
that's
that's
our
cool.
kryptonite.
So
That's why I'm learning right now.
to answer your question,
So we're the Justice League?
the president of the former president of the Orlando City Soccer Club, when they were coming up through, they were in kind of the minor leagues system. When they came up, they had the option of when they were trying to name the team. So he had background from the European League. So you have the EPL, which is the English Premier League.
Big league.
Right.
One of the biggest leagues in the whole
Right.
country.
Right.
Okay.
So it's of course, they call overseas, soccer is football.
Yep.
It's that, they use your foot to kick it. It's football.
It does make sense.
And in the States, we call it soccer. So
Us Americans.
when he decided to do that, they said, "Hey, why don't we? It's a soccer club. It's not a football club because it's confusing. It's not, in the States we're playing soccer. It's an American league that we're in.
So the teams can pick football club or soccer club?
Yeah, it's like how they name their team. It's like
Okay.
Florida Marlins became Miami Marlins. It's
Okay.
the LA Angels became the Anaheim Angels. It's that type of thing. And you'll see like there's a couple teams in New York. There's NYCFC. It's New York City Football Club.
Wow.
And then there's like the New York Red Bulls.
Yeah.
And they're the New York Red Bulls because they're sponsored by Red Bull.
Hey, that was awesome. I learned it. That was my question. I feel really good. I can sleep tonight, guys.
Good.
All right.
And
episode.
on the soccer, Orlando City has won 6 straight.
Ooh.
3 effing points. Which that's what you get. You get 3 points.
I saw that on Facebook Live. They're literally cussing.
Oh yeah.
With kids around.
I saw Dom Dwyer.
Disney.
Dom Dwyer. I think I shared you a video a long time ago when Orlando City got Dom Dwyer back. Because when they're in the minor leagues, Dom Dwyer was lent to Orlando City when they're minors to kind of play a little bit, do this sort of thing.
Sure.
And he went back to his team. And we got, now that we're in the MLS, they got him back, and so they were chanting, he scores when he wants. He scores when he wants. He's Dom fucking Dwyer. He scores when he wants, and that's their chant. There's all sorts of chants. Like if you go into the supporter section, like I think we are really gonna plan to go to a game.
Yes.
Max is getting naked over here, and
Actually dressing.
oh, okay. But anyway, you'll hear the chants that they do during the games and everything. It's amazing. The atmosphere at these games.
Is awesome.
And
that's what I tell people about wrestling.
Yeah.
The atmosphere is amazing. That's why big reason why you go.
I just thought of something. We should go to a soccer game. Stole a page out of your book there. That's what you get for stealing the Pep-Boys, Dave.
Pep-Boys.
Hey, I didn't steal the Pep-Boys from you.
Hey, talking about Pep-Boys, guys, everyone go to Pep-Boys, 2250 West International Speedway, right across from the racetrack, Daytona Beach. Go see Richie. Go see Ben. Tell them the Locked In sent you.
This outro is becoming a little too good where it may be its own episode, so we may have to end it, guys. We may have to do it.
Yeah, I need to go get an oil change.
All right.
There we go.
Off to Pep-Boys we go.
Like always, guys, stay locked in.
Yeah. You now locked in with the best. We ain't rocking with the rest. And when it's game time, we gon' put you to the test. Come the ball, we hitting it, kicking it, though. We dribbling, passing it, though. We running over. It's the ring that we flip you in. So what's the news? You want the scoop? You gotta keep it locked. To David Max podcast through your speaker box. What's poppin', my friend? You know the drop in. And the only thing left to do is keep it locked in.